Hey, we are live. Welcome everybody to Amateur Hour Commentary. This is going to be a Pro League North American Division match semifinal between Scrub Squad and Chronic Master Gators. I'm the Wolf Craze, and joining me is Raptor Claw. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. What's up, everybody? Here to see a very interesting match. It's pretty much a rematch of the final season match from last week.
Yeah, this is
So,
definitely not what I was expecting at all. If I'm going to be honest, I didn't, I didn't expect the Chronic Master Gators to actually top. Um, Oh geez, someone must be listening because I can hear myself in my headphones.
oh no.
But I did not expect to see Chronic Mastigators win that last round. But this is going to be an opportunity for Scrub Squad to get their revenge and potentially move on to the finals, which is going to be.
And Son says he's home.
Yeah,
so
I'm
I'm gonna
kind of
spam him
wondering
with
if they're
invites.
actually been doing some work to try to work on how they did the last match and see if they can come back from how they played last time.
Yeah. So, did
not.
you get an opportunity to
Little
watch most of the
faith.
match last time?
Yeah, I saw it.
And
not.
what did you think? Where did the Scrub Squad go wrong? What happened there?
Well, you know what? They now that I'm looking actually at the members, they do have a different lineup, so that could completely change everything. Well, Wolf, can you turn the volume down to the in game?
Yeah.
It's super, super loud. I can't hear over anything.
I would have bet on rain if I were you guys.
And my computer's acting funky, guys. Hold on one second.
Yeah, because
Okay, yo, for this one.
I just hear the game audio and I can't hear you.
All right, we are going to switch just because I'm going to be doing some adjustments on another screen. I don't want to block you.
Cool.
Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better.
Much better. Yeah, I couldn't hear you, but we're all good now.
And guys, we will be turning that back up when we are going to go live.
And Pop's not with us this week, so that's why we're kind of working on the fly.
yeah. Forgot to mention that Paco is actually he's stepped away. He's doing some things, visiting his mother, I believe. So
Yeah, actually in my city, so I'll be seeing him this week.
that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
AHC meeting.
Yeah, man, we gotta do a whole gathering. We gotta arrange that at some point. That'd be baller. But for those who don't know, the Pro League is now into the postseason. This is our second semifinal match. The first semifinal match winner was Rain. They went up against American Killer Squad. It was not a blowaway match. They did not come out unscathed. American Killer Squad really put up a good fight, and actually, Rain had to fight tooth and nail to get into the finals spot. So, congratulations to Rain and congratulations to American Killer Squad for getting in there. They came in fourth overall against the number one seed. And now we're going to see Scrub Squad go up against Chronic Massacres. This is the 2 and 3 position. Yeah, based off of the performance from before, I'm a little bit concerned about the Scrub Squad, but we'll see how well they play. And it's going to be a first to six, or I don't want to say first to six, but best of 11, which is essentially first to six.
Right.
So whoever can get the first 6 wins are ultimately going to go on, and they're going to go up against Rain. And the map picks are going to be a single map pick. We're not going to play attack defend. Since Scrub Squad is in second place, they get first choice whether they want to attack or defend. From what I do know, they are going to start with defense, and they're probably going to be starting with Shoot House here. And then after Shoot House, we're going to move on to the next map, and that's when Chronic Massacres get to pick their map, and so on and so forth. And that's going to continue throughout the night. So we're going to potentially see somewhere between 6 rounds and 11.
And it's a cool way to do it. Like it's totally different than I think any of the other playoffs have gone, having only one map and then picking defense. So it's kind of a good way to switch up the maps instead of seeing the usual 4 or 5 maps that we always see.
Yeah, and what I like most about this arrangement is more specifically how you only play the map once, because throughout the regular season, teams have an opportunity to try to win a map. You have 2 opportunities to get that map. So you're like, okay, this is our strong map. Embassy is a strong map for us. We're better on it on defense, so we really need to focus on the attack. And if you start off on defense, great, and you can win, but there's still an opportunity for you to lose a point. Here, it's you either win or you don't. And if you lose, you don't get to play the map again. So you lose your opportunity for that.
Yeah, and watching the last playoff match that you and Titch were calling, it kind of seemed like it was going back and forth. The winner was pretty much whoever was defending until
Hmm.
the end when Rain actually picked up a couple extra wins to beat American Kill Squad. But
Yeah.
we'll see if that works the same way in this match.
Yeah. I'm expecting a back and forth. What's up, Skulls? How you doing, dude?
Scoliosis.
So we'll go over the roster now. I know over on the Scrub Squad, I know the Scrub Squad's roster. We're gonna check out the Chronic Master Gators momentarily, and you guys probably can't hear them too well now because I have it down. But for the Scrub Squad, we're gonna have Titch, we're gonna have a Karen, we're gonna have Jesse B. Truckin, and we're gonna have the Goat. And the Goat is stepping in. He is one of their subs. Usually we would see Hellrain in here, but he is on a trip, so he is unavailable, and Goat has stepped in. Prior to this match, they have been practicing. They've been getting the work in, so hopefully that translates over to the gameplay here. And over on Chronic Masqueraders, I know Psy Lizard is going to be playing. The Boss Baby's in there.
Looks like End Zone and Santa Margarita also.
Awesome. So there's your lineup for Chronic Master Gators. Now, many of us know End Zone. Many of us know the Boss Baby. Many of us know Psy Lizard. Very solid players. But this is not the same lineup that the Scrub Squad went up against. I don't
Slightly
believe.
different.
I'm pretty certain End Zone was in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Hank?
I know Santa Margarita wasn't. I know that's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember if Boss Baby was there or not.
Yeah, if anyone can verify for us what the lineup was last time, I don't remember the Boss Baby being there, but then again, my memory is not the best, so always best to check.
I'm surprised Joe Magic Ninja actually isn't in the lineup.
You know, I've been thinking about that. He was. I don't think he was in the last one. I don't think he was in this one.
He is in the chat though. I see.
Was Joe in the last
I
fight?
think he was in the last one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Yeah, Joe Magic instead of Santa. Hank says.
because he was. I remember. I always comment on his ability to carry the team.
Yeah, I remember you did say that. I'm pretty sure that's what reminded me that he was in there.
And it's not necessarily an insult to the rest of the team. It just speaks to his caliber. He's a very strong player. Also, just real quickly, guys, Pitch is over on Twitch platform and Sai is over on YouTube, so there might be a little bit of delay. I'll do my best to make sure that everything goes well. But we're going to be getting into our first round over on Shoot House, starting with the Scrub Squad on defense.
And I don't know about you, but every time I go to type Titch's name in, I accidentally type Twitch because I'm using Twitch so often.
Oh, yeah, dude. All the time.
Damn it, Titch.
We don't play attack and defense on each map. It's just like attack and then defense on a different map.
Yeah, hopefully that volume's good. Guys, if they're
We're gonna pick a map and play it next round. Yeah.
if the volume is too much or unbalanced, please let me know, because I can't tell.
We don't defend this map. We defend another map of our choosing. Switch up every round instead of every other round.
So it looks like they just put a couple of door blockers down and setting up to hold it back. C4 door blocker being put down by Titch. Looks like they blew it up before Titch had a chance to blow his up. Couple members of CMG on the catwalk. Looks like they're ready to throw a couple grenades down.
Now the important thing for their Scrub Squad here, Karen killing the Boss Baby, is for Scrub Squad, it is important that they hold this position, hold this hull, and not push out on defense. This is a predominantly defensive map. You have the greatest advantage. They don't want to put themselves at risk and in line of sight of that catwalk. As soon as they do, they're going to go down quick.
Okay, looks like a member of CMG is coming down from the catwalk to try to go through the rooms. Realizing that the door's blocked, one of them, and the other one had been blown already, so looks like they're going to focus on that door.
Be careful of that glory hole.
You know, Titch is all over that. A couple of grenades going out.
Nice.
But
Nice defensive fire, shooting those grenades, protecting his team. Right now, Karen and Titch stacked with Goat and Jesse stacked as well in the hall. Titch closing and opening the door, providing a little more defense for his team down the hall, assisting with some of those shots. Going in for the revives real quick. Aces don't matter, and there it is. Scrub Squad getting the first victory this evening, making that score now 1-0.
And it's kind of hard to predict, as when they pick their maps, they're picking their defensive maps. So I expect them to win most of their defensive map picks.
Yes, and it's a good thing to mention. We're probably going to see some atypical map picks here. As most teams, like you said, are going to pick the most defensive maps. Shoot House being one of the most dominating in defense positions. It's good that Scrub Squad got that one out of the way, because that, again, is predominantly defensive heavy, and clearly they were able to get their victory there.
Personally, I think I would pick Cargo as my first map, because I hate attacking it, but
Yes.
love defending. I feel it's so hard to attack that map that would probably be my first pick. Anything else you would say besides Shoot House?
I think Containment has a very strong defensive opportunity. I would say that that's defensive heavy. I would avoid Black Site, because it's not very common to actually get the construction site, as some might believe. You are more inclined to actually get the tent position. So I would avoid Black Site, Fob, but I would definitely pick Containment, Shoot House. I was gonna say Compound, but then again, you might get the pool spawn. I would pick Warehouse, because if you get the platforms, it could be very strong. It'd be a missed opportunity if you ended up getting the back of the Warehouse, but there's a strong chance you could get the platform, so I'd probably shoot for that as well.
Joe Magic says Shoot House is largely overlooked as a good defensive map. Blue side is stronger, but even red side is a good hold. And I'm gonna have to take that advice, because you know us. When we play in Publix, we only rush Shoot House.
Yeah.
And that's because of Skulls, because he hates the grenades, and he's put it in my head that we have to rush. So now it's like automatically a thing.
It's a hard map not to push on, because it really can become a 50-50. If you bum rush the other team and you break their defensive line before they have an opportunity to set up, you pretty much got a victory, because they're not,
especially when they're not expecting. Yeah, exactly.
But if a team knows what they're doing, if they're a cohesive team, like Joe is saying, you could have the blue or you could have the red side. In either way, there's a very strong defensive position to hold. And most adept players already know what these defensive positions are. So you'd have to move incredibly fast, which is why a lot of teams do pick the catwalk to try to fire down on the other team, because trying to breach those doors, which are most likely blocked in C forward, is a very dangerous path.
Yeah, and then your best bet if you're on the catwalk is just throw some grenades, and there's been many kills from just throwing random grenades, trying to figure out where they're at.
So you got to try to sit in those pockets in those rooms out of camera range as well.
Yeah, that too.
All right, guys, we're going to be going to our next map. I did not catch what it was,
Me
but
neither.
Chronic Master Gators are going to be starting off on defense here. All right, Hotel.
And Hotel and Office, those two I think are pretty good for defense too.
I agree.
No matter where you pretty much spawn.
What's up, Vaughn?
What up, Vaughn?
Again, guys, if there's any audio imbalance, please let me know, because I cannot hear. I'm pretty much just going off of volume bars at the moment. CMG pushing up early, all moving into one position. Scrub Squad moving in from the vending machines. Titch quickly eliminated by Sai. 3 members of Scrub Squad left.
Shouldn't have done that.
Ooh, grenades throwing. Karen not getting hit by that grenade. Jesse downing Sai twice, getting the elimination. Jesse, the last remaining member alive for the Scrub Squad, getting double teamed there and eliminated.
Alright, so he's in the corner in there. You got him.
And CMG will take their first win of the night.
Tying it up. Now, guys, remember, there is there's no meaning behind a team ace. This is strictly wins. So your entire team does not have to survive.
Which is good for us, since we had a problem trying to count those.
Yeah. Yeah, we do apologize about that, guys. Somehow, the three of us, myself, Rap, and Paco,
We were so sure we were right.
I even went back through the footage, man. I did.
Twice.
I thought I did everything right, and I counted. No, there were at least 2, and then I go back. No, bad camera angles. Bong, hope you're doing well, dude. I want to give a quick shout out. I don't know if Paco has it set up in the scenes here, but we are gonna have a Rocket League match tournament coming up. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I actually here. Hey, there it is. Okay. I'm just going to do a cut transition for you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything. Oh, look, there is no cut transition. Okay, great. So we're going to have a 2v2 Rocket League tournament. Right now, there are currently 4 teams signed up. And it's not going to be February 22nd. It's actually going to be September 5th.
September 5th, yeah.
And the time I'm blanking on. Do you recall what the time was?
I think he did say 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, actually.
Oh, okay, so we're keeping it at 8:30 p.m. So it's going to be September 5th. We are still accepting team registration. It is going to be broadcast by Paco and Titch, and that's going to be something you don't want to miss because Paco rarely is on camera. And I'm also very interested to see how they commentate this sport because it is much faster paced than Firewall.
And they really understand the game, so they know all the lingo. We don't know anything. Be like, oh, look, he hit that guy.
No, nothing. We could do a cucks pinch and not have any idea what we were doing.
And actually, Paco and Titch do good together. They did one of our matches last season.
Yeah.
It was pretty entertaining, so it'd be good to see them, especially in a game that they're really familiar with.
Absolutely. Guys, if you are interested in joining, you don't have to be placed in rank. You don't have to even be that good. God knows I'm not. But be sure to tune in, sign up, participate. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be broadcast here on Amateur Hour. Don't miss the opportunity. If it goes well, we will do it again. So please come support and promote. Guys, we will see you there.
And it is all in one night. It should only take like 2 or 3 hours, so it's a quick match where you don't need to find any subs, and if you've got a couple people together, a couple teams, and just play for fun even.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. You know, based on our performance the other night.
Oh, we did good.
We better win.
Dude, I was excited. I'm like, where the hell did Wolf come up with these hits? I'm so used to not to talk shit, but you were missing a lot of whiffs and shit. And I'm trying to back you up, but this last time you were hitting them all. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell did you do?
I was on fire. I must have snorted coke or something. I don't know what was up, but I was on fire. I've been, despite not playing quite nearly as often as other players, I absorb a lot when I watch. So maybe not so much in practice with my thumbs and my fingers, but in my mind, I'm getting the basic ideas. The only thing I struggle with still, and I'm regularly working on in Publix, is the air dribbling. Just trying to hit the ball in the air.
That's the same with me.
In a clutch moment, I seem to be able to get it on occasion, but it's still a struggle.
Dude, I'll be trying to just go for a simple air jump, and I'll be doing flips. I'm like, I didn't press that button. I still don't know how I do it.
But let's see how these teams do here on Prepper. Another relatively good defensive position for the Scrub Squad on defense. This is not a map I would generally pick because the spawn. No, I would say because the spawn locations are not consistent. They got this spawn location, which I think is great. But there are some other spots that are just not optimal, and you can get those. So it's kind of a risk, but for them, they're lucky. They got this one. Let's see how well they hold it.
It looks like Jesse eliminated End Zone already. I'm not even sure how that happened.
End Zone had moved in. They had placed a C4 just outside.
Ah, okay.
Not necessarily what an attacking team would expect.
No, there's no flag. There's no flag. I don't give a shit, Jesse. Shut up. You got C4 on the single door here? No, I don't see it.
Looks like 3 members of CMG are all going for that corner door.
I was close too, bro.
Oh my goodness, Sai opening the door, quickly going down.
Goat going down, Goat getting eliminated. Karen able to get revived from Titch though, and out of the way.
Jesse hanging out in the corner, watching a successful breach. Karen and Titch firing from the opposite end of the door.
Jesse eliminating Santa Margarita as well and taking the win for their second defensive win of the night.
So far, a nice back and forth between both teams.
Okay, our pick next. What we
So
gonna
they're
do
having a
for
good
defense,
start. I
guys?
will say that for Scrub Squad.
Yeah,
I was kind of worried for them after seeing that last match, but
it's a pretty good start. They were practicing new strategies right prior to this match, and for them it's just a matter of communication. I love those guys; they're really fun to play with in Publix, but when they get into tournament mode, they can sometimes get on each other really hard. They're very Hitch and Karen are very much the leaders of the group. Coincidentally, they're brothers, so they have very similar personalities, so it makes sense. And they bag on Jesse, but you know what? I have to say, watching them play as often as I do, Jesse is oftentimes the one who survives at the end, and he can win matches for them. So he's a very
we have
strong
one of
member
those
of the
too.
team.
Timber.
Timber, the survivalist. But they're all very good players. And Goat just recently reached level 50, but I watched him play, and he's pretty good. He just needs to get into the rhythm of his team and figure out and learn the strategies and methodologies in which they play, and then he'll be solid. They were supposed to be playing with Hellrain, but based on the scheduling, things got mixed up, and this match landed during the week that he was actually going to be away. What's up,
I haven't
Nick?
actually seen Goat play too often before this, so I was kind of curious to see how they work together as a team with him.
Yeah, he's cool. Like when he streams, he wears this helmet that has horns, like Billy Goat horns.
Really?
Yeah, it's really funny, dude.
Is he Canadian too?
That's a good question. Goat, I know you're watching. Are you Canadian?
Because if not, he might have to get banned with that maple leaf as their symbol.
Yeah, right? You have to be a special certain someone to be considered a member of the Scrub Squad. Guys, just want to give a shout out to everybody here. Hank Potamus, Joe, Ruru, Vong, and Nick. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know that there are probably a few other people in here. If you don't want to chat, that's okay, but please do say hello at least so we can formally welcome you. And if you're not following already, go ahead and hit that follow button. And make sure you hit the bell icon. You know, I don't know what it is with these streaming platforms, but they require you to hit the bell icon for it to mean. I just don't get it.
Some people just are like, that's just a notification, so...
Right, exactly. But I guess it's important, so you guys might as well hit it. Okay, so confirmation from Joe. He is not Canadian.
Oh, shit.
Okay, wow. Goat,
Controversial.
I don't know whose knees you did. I don't know who you had to go down on for that one, but you know, kudos to you, dude. But yeah, guys, if you aren't following, please do hit that follow button. And also check out some of our socials. We have a Discord, we have our own website, we have a Facebook group page. Wherever there is a social media service, we are there. So please check it out. But here we go. We're on containment. Chronic Mass Gators on defense. Let's go and see if they can defend successfully here.
They are right outside the white room.
Not a bad spot to have.
So as long as they got a jammer, which it looks like they do, they're going inside.
I'm sorry about that, Joe.
Defense would be helpful for us. Server room, maybe. This is one of the second best places.
So aside from the server room, this is a pretty decent location to hold.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I'm curious if they actually ever use C4 too often in CMG.
I know El Candor plays with C4 a lot,
Okay.
but I haven't seen him play in a long time. So.
Yeah, either of it.
I was going to say pretty standard defense here by CMG, but it looks a little different from what I'm used to seeing. Santa Margarita is holding the double doors, crouched down right behind those containers on the shelves, and it looks like Lizard's holding the left door. And the two remaining members are off in the corner doing God knows what.
Yeah, it looks like they're having a little party of themselves.
I'm assuming Endzone's assisting with Santa Margarita on the double doors. And then Boss Baby is watching the right door. But we will see as the Scrub Squad moves up to the double doors themselves.
Looks like they actually see for the double doors. scrub squad, so they place the C4. They haven't detonated it yet.
Okay, I got eyes on one.
See what their plan is.
Okay, hold on. Go.
It's like right now they're just trying to scope it out and try to get a view of where each member is.
Come to me.
I'm surprised that no one has run with Eagle Eye. Usually it's Titch who does.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, looks like they blew the C4. A couple gunfire shots going out. Exchanging between them two. It looks like Jesse goes down. Also getting eliminated by end zone.
Doors, they blew 'em.
Looks like a Karen and Titch are double firing to try to get end zone, who's chilling in the back right now.
Right back here.
Okay, I got eyes on the 2 doors.
Side Lizard bleeding. Still, all members of CMG alive here.
I do, yes.
Ooh, Silas are peeking, getting hit.
One over here.
Almost going down, but he's going to have to retreat to try to recover that health.
Not a bad idea to keep peeking and drawing the fire, but you don't want to get too red where your next shot is...
Yeah, and he was very close to going down on that one.
I'm seeing one up top.
So here he goes to peek again.
Yeah, that's the one.
And
you're
they
looking at.
do have double fire on him. Triple fire almost.
There.
This is the moment, if there is going to be a moment, to get some movement to breach into that room. They are down one member, but they do have the benefit of Jesse on cameras.
I don't see a C4. No, your door is good. There's no C4.
Looks like a Karen going to that side door, but he's alone. And he did down Boss Baby, but he did get revived, which now would be the time for them to push in a little bit.
It's throwing a couple of grenades in there, seeing if he can get any eliminations.
Go in. Don't
It's like going to that same door as a Karen going down as well. Titch is only left, and he's still sitting at those double doors. Oh, looks like somebody's rushing Titch, and Boss downs Titch. Final elimination and getting their second win, tying the score 2-2 for the night.
A nice even
Kinda.
trade there.
How I expected it to go.
Yeah, they are picking very defensive heavy matches.
And those maps will soon run out, and you're going to be stuck with, iffy defensive spots.
Okay, thank you for that, Vong. I will check the filters to make sure that those are fixed. And Paco's going to be upset because I'm messing with his filters, but you know what? He can deal with it. Let's see. Check. Check. Oh, that's really loud. Oh my goodness, guys, I screwed that up. Check. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, no, it goes low still.
Looks like Scrub Squad is heading towards Warehouse. Kind of surprised to see that one this early in the match, as you sometimes have to defend the back and don't get the rooms, which is kind of hard to defend sometimes.
Yeah, it's all a matter of luck of placement.
Embassy. Let's do embassy.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could just use my filters and transfer them over.
Okay, it looks like they actually switched to Embassy now instead.
Think there's something wrong with the stream? Anyone want? Like,
Hold on. Before you listen to that, you can't trust what Skulls is saying. Skulls, don't fuck with us.
oh, the release is... Oh, I can still hear you. Listen, man. What's the matter with you, huh?
I knew it.
Alright, thanks, Mike. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it.
I really want to get back with the team and start playing a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why his settings are funky. He's gonna be mad I messed with them, but try to bear with it. I apologize, not my settings.
No, I'm not ready for that.
You can always blame Paco during the Rocket League stream because you'll be able to pester him and see his face, see his reactions.
Yeah. Okay, that adds. Convict Gaming score. Yes, it is 2-2 Convict. Thank you for joining. Glad to see you here. It's a nice even match. It's going to be the first to 6 And right now, both teams are looking pretty dominant. They're picking, I think, the maps that they prefer the most. It looks like we're actually going to Embassy. They started
they did
off on
switch.
Warehouse. But I can see the Scrub Squad picking Embassy. It is one of their favorite maps. Chronic Massacres, I've seen them play. They're very good at attacking it. Even when they get the Passport Room, they're very strong at the breach. So it'll be interesting, regardless of where Scrub Squad is. It's going to be a good fight. And if CMG can win this round, that is going to turn the tides of this match.
Yeah, I think it might just take one offensive win that's going to throw the game off, and who's going to take that actual win.
So who is on Scrub Squad? We have a Karen, Titch, Jesse, and the Goat.
Yeah, just take a knee. Once you get in here, just take a knee behind the glass. Get in.
Okay, so they got a Titch does have a good defensive hold.
He
They
is
got that
preparing.
office room with all the.
He's preparing to hold there, even though the laptop is on the balcony, but he's expecting the CMG to push up through that area.
Oh, it looks like they already have them. And Karen already down to end zone, but he's getting revived. And Zone going down again, getting eliminated by Jesse.
Back up, Jesse. Back it up. Yeah, go all four there.
Alright.
Yeah, go. I got one on laptop.
There's a lot of footsteps.
Gotta go now, Santa.
Santa Margarita gets eliminated. Psy Lizard gets eliminated. It looks like they eliminated everyone.
And we're going to see the tail end
And
here
they did.
as there's a bit of a delay. And Scrub Squad getting their victory, making the score now 3-2. Still haven't seen that flip yet, guys.
No, and that was a real quick, fast match. They rushed them, hit them head on, and just nice, good gunfight.
Convict says, never heard of those guys, but I know the whole other team. Yeah. You know what? It's okay. Not many people know the Scrubs. Yeah, no, right now they are sitting in the number 2 spot, right behind Rain with the most. Rain has, I think, 150 points. Did I drop? I did
Yeah, I
not.
have it actually up here right now. So Rain does have 150. Scrub Squad has 121. And Scrub Squad only has six more losses than Rain overall.
Hmm.
So.
And Chronic Master Gators is actually at 112 points overall.
And they
So-
did have a forfeit too, so they probably would be higher.
2, right? Or was it just the 1?
No, we had 2 forfeits with another team, but they I think only had 1.
Gotcha. That's right. So yeah, it's a really good back and forth. I think this is a good fight. It looks like CMG is going to be picking Office, which is unfortunate for Scrub Squad because it's another one of their very strong map picks. So this is actually unfortunate for them. But after this, I'm not entirely sure what they would pick because now it seems as Containment's out of the picture. What they have left pretty much is, for reasonable map picks, is Hangar and Gauntlet.
And District.
And District, but historically Scrub Squad is awful on District. So that might be one of the last maps they actually pick because they might even pick Fob over District. It is definitely not one of their preferred. So I would suspect that if they were to pick, since now they can't get Office. Thank you so much for the follow, brother. Sorry about that little cutoff again. Paco's stuff. Didn't really want to touch it. But if they were to pick some defensive maps, I would think Hangar or Gauntlet. Newsroom, probably not, even though I still consider that a fairly strong defensive hold type of map. But I don't see either team picking that map outright.
Yeah, I think that's just going to be more of a leftover map if they get to it.
All right, and here we go. Chronic Mastigators starting off on defense.
Oh, and we forgot Cargo. Surprised nobody picked that one yet.
It's true. That is actually a very strong defensive position. Here, CMG, I believe, are going to be holding. If they play it the very typical way, they would,
Looks like they're not holding.
they would hold the elevator room, but instead they're
Looks like
pushing
they
out.
rushed forward, which is very surprising, which might throw Scrub Squad off even once they get that firewall. Santa Margarita already downing Jesse and eliminating him.
Looks like a Karen's also eliminated, leaving Goat and Titch. Titch, the last member of the Scrub Squad alive.
And he goes down.
He's right in the corner.
Not
That's
much.
the one thing. These matches go by so fast.
They do. I was
With
gonna
these
say,
two
like,
teams.
not much to report on there, folks. You saw it, nice and quick. Scrub Squad going down early on.
Yeah.
It's like last few matches. Spawn, fight, done.
Really, it comes down to who wins the next 3. With the way things are going, we might have a full 11 matches here.
And how much would it suck to for the other team to be starting off first, and the only reason you lost is because they went first?
Right? Yeah,
Hit
exactly.
6 wins. That would suck.
And right now, I even did a poll on our Facebook group page. By the way, if you guys are interested, there is a link below in the panels. Go check it out and join, and you can participate in the next poll. But I did do a poll of who was going to win tonight, and it was heavily in favor of the Scrub Squad. And I think, in part, they have a lot of fans, but they're also in the number 2 seed, so statistically, they're in favor of winning. But we also did see them lose to Gentleman Assassins Guild, who was originally pretty low on the list of the leaderboard, but they worked their way up, and they fought to try to get into the semis, so they did a good job. But they lost to Gentleman's Assassins Guild, and they were heavily favored for that match too.
But yet, they did win against Rain.
And they did
who were
win
the
against
number-
Rain.
So it's kind of hard to predict, but, Rain might not have had their best members, but hey.
Well, that's what they argue. But yeah, Chronic Mastigators have a huge roster, so they have quite a few number of quality players over on their team. And tonight, they've got some great players with Thigh Lizard, End Zone, Boss Baby, and I don't know Santa Margarita, unfortunately.
Oh, I actually do know him. He's been around for a little while.
Yeah, I think I've come across the name before, but I have never actually watched him play. But he's playing really well. He seems to really mesh well with the team, and they're playing incredibly well against the Scrub Squad. I can foresee this becoming a full 11 match game.
And having so many members on CMG, I think that gives you an advantage too, because the other team never knows the style you're going to play.
Right. Because I will
it's
say,
hard you can't just go back and watch the matches and base it off of that, because you have no clue who's going to be on their team.
Because you're right, everybody does play a little bit differently. I mean, we've seen a lot of these players, match up and play together, and yeah, they can work in unison, but you can work with just about anyone as long as the communication.
Mm-hmm.
But they all have their own style, and I mean, they're a powerhouse. I'm
curious if they play as separate groups, like 4 certain members play together, so that way they stick together with those 4 and know how they work together, and then they have another set of 4, or they just mix it up in between.
Quite possibly. They also do have a couple of UK teams, which is another reason why their squad is so large, because they do have members over in the EU.
Right.
So, so far, good matchup. I'm liking this, and I don't want to be biased, but I really do want to see Rain and Scrub Squad go at it again, and see if Rain can get their redemption against the Scrub Squad. But here we are.
And it'd be a good achievement for Titch and the Scrub Squad to beat CMG after that last match. So
absolutely,
give them a little boost of confidence too.
A little redemption themselves.
Stick together.
It looks like they decided to pick Black Site.
Black Site. It's kind of a surprise to me that they picked that so early, but I'm sure they have their own strategies.
I guess it's better than District for them, huh?
Yeah, true that. Looks like some gunfire already going out. Titch going down.
Plus maybe End Zone.
Somehow getting revived. Titch flanking around, able to kill. Not sure who we got. Santa Margarita.
Jesse has
in
been
another
eliminated.
quick match like that.
You gotta have
You don't
loose
even
lips to
realize what
commentate,
happened
man.
before the end of the match.
And you know what? There's the flip.
Oh, that was the flip. You're right.
I think, right? Or no?
Well, did CMG? Let me see.
No,
like I said, it went by so fast.
Scrub Squad just won, so no flip yet.
They did win.
I'm sitting here on CMG's scene. And I'm like, did they just win? No, they lost. So we are now at 4-3.
What
Scrub
about
squad.
the CQB skulls? You're just trying to show that you're old school and you won't switch to anything new?
No. If you were really old school, you would go with the HZU.
Ooh, yeah. Sure.
What's going on, Rogues? How you doing, dude? These matches are
What's up,
super
guys?
quick.
Our choice.
Yeah, which is very surprising because the last time they played them, they kind of took their time. But it looks like CMG are more kind of rushers. They get to where they need to get quick and then just try to bust them out and take them out.
I've noticed that they're progressively getting faster in their movement. Where initially they were hanging back trying to feel out Scrub Squad's strategy, and now they're at a point where they're like, okay, we know this map, we know how they're playing. If we push quick, we're going to catch them off guard. Because if you really look at both of their performances, neither team really uses cover too well. It's more like they get in a defensive position and try to get the upper hand with that defensive position, but don't really pay attention to the cover. A lot of them will shoot. And even if they're red, they'll continue to peek, which I do see some players do. And I'm like, guys, what are you doing? Like, recover a little bit before you go back into the gunfight. Swarm shots.
That's their style, though. Coming across a lot of those members in Publix, they're just straight rushers. So I think they've had so much experience rushing that's just pretty much what they know. So they kind of put a little rush to the Pro League matches, even though they stay back slightly, but they still want to try to rush.
Yeah. Brewer says you got to stop blinking because you're going to miss the match.
Yeah, no shit.
Swarm first, shots fired. Yeah.
Pretty much how it's going.
That's kind of their tactic right now. CMG is finding themselves mostly successful in the gunfights, but I guess you could say the Scrub Squad is too. They're on black side. I could have swore with the amount of gunfire and grenades going out, Scrub Squad were going to get cleaned out there. Somehow
was actually able to get a nice flank. He was able to just cut around this little corner, and nobody realized it, and he was able to take two of the members out. So that kind of definitely helped him.
That's an old school tactic of his. He used to leave the group regularly and get these wide flanks, coming around and getting the other team. Okay.
It could be an effective strategy if they're not seeing it coming.
True, and because he hasn't done it for such a long time, it was a perfect opportunity to use it there. And here we are now on bunker. CMG, and probably not with the best defensive position.
Not the best spawn.
But you know what?
But if you pull those back two hallways, you can do some damage because they can only come from the two sides. If you watch out for the grenades and go up that back stairway in the back just to get rid of the grenades and then start pushing forward, you can do it pretty good. But it looks like they're pushing out already on the side of the hallway, so. At least Lizard is.
Yeah, all members have at least pushed up to the first office room area, and they're going to be holding that hall.
Looks like they're like using Lizard as a decoy, and as soon as he gets some shots, they're all just going to rush forward to him. So it looks like he's getting some gunfire right now. A couple grenades going out towards CMG. Lizard almost going down. Pretty red. He's got to go back and retreat and fill up that health bar.
End zone pushed pretty far forward, almost near mid.
Couple grenades more going out. Titch backing off. Still trying to hit that corner where Lizard is, which he doesn't see him any longer. So it looks like he's trying to push.
Go downing Boss Baby and getting that elim.
Titch and Jesse pulling on the other side of the hallway.
Some nice headshots by Titch. There's only one member left. Titch and Jesse in a 2v1. Not great cam perspectives there. You got that gun glitch.
Yeah, very loud.
Ooh, that is awful.
It is, yeah.
So right now they're looking for the last remaining member of CMG when they have a great opportunity to go for the laptop.
Two together, tight together.
And it looks like they have no idea where end zone is, and end zone's creeping up down that hallway towards the laptop.
Coming in through the center.
Titch getting a couple shots on him right now. They need to rush towards the laptop. Even a Karen is telling them to.
One's in the mini server room, the other one's outside the front.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Sorry, I had the repeating.
Well, they were able to get end zone in the end. I
Really hard to hear.
don't want to say it was a wasted effort, but I would have to say it's kind of an unnecessary effort.
Get, like, where it's just
But it worked
The
out.
thing
in their
is,
favor.
though, this is the match that turned it
really
around.
talk over it.
It is. Finally, we see the attack team getting the victory, and this is going to be match point for the Scrub Squad.
And actually gives a pretty big disadvantage to CMG. I'm sure their hearts are pumping right now.
Yeah, this is critical for them. It's critical for both teams because this is each team's opportunity to move on and go up against Rain in the finals. And you know, CMG doesn't have a lot to prove, neither does Scrub Squad. But if you want to see who is going to have the redemption match, it's going to be the Scrub Squad. So I'm sure they are hungry for this win.
And sometimes you can't just look at stats because like different play styles could completely change everything.
Right,
When you
right.
think you can beat a lower place team.
What's left, they ask.
Yeah.
So now they're coming down to the scraps of the maps.
First to 6.
What's up, Rabbit? How you doing?
5-3 right now. Yeah.
So 3 more maps. What's left?
Looks like they cannot even remember what maps there are.
Did anyone write these down? So they have compound, oil rig, they have hangar, gauntlet, district, and warehouse, docks, cargo. They still have plenty to pick
Yeah,
from here.
decent amount.
It's just the question is, what do you really want?
None of those.
Of
We go
those
back and
picks,
pick an old one.
you know, oil rig is not a bad map to defend on. It can be a pretty decent map to defend on, depending on the location. Cargo makes sense. You were mentioning that before. Cargo is actually defensive heavy, but I would say
Definitely all over cargo.
I would even say hangar is pretty defensive heavy, depending on the spawn point. But you can lock down some of those routes real quick. Especially if you get in the hangar, you bring a couple of door blockers, you lock it up real quick. Or if you're in the command room, you can lock up doors there and defend the command room. So depending on the spawn location for the laptop, hangar can be great. So really, it just depends on map preference. Which map is each team best at?
And I feel with Scrub Squad picking cargo, they got this. I think they're going to take the win this one. If I had to take a prediction.
As long as they get the right spawn. But
I mean, I even like the spawn where you're just up top of the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
Even if you spawn down below, and then there's the bottom, so...
I was just going to mention, you know, I think some people were so focused on getting that defensive position below deck in some of those engine rooms that so many people have become familiar with that defensive spot that they found attack routes to reach that location. Whereas in the captain's quarters, I mean, I guess there's only 3 ways up there possibly, but there's really no ultimate strategy on how best to breach that room.
And then there's also, if they do get the underneath, there's a good chance that they can just hit the jammer and then hack the laptop, and then they have to go up to them, which makes it very difficult.
The fast hack. It is a crazy match, Rabin. It's a crazy match. It's a nice back and forth. This is a good semifinal match, guys. If you want to participate in the Pro League, don't hesitate to check out their Discord. It is free to play. It is at no charge. Even if you're not an experienced team, go ahead, get your friends together, get your teammates together, join the league next season.
Okay, it looks like that Scrub Squad is rushing downstairs to get that good defensive spot. They got the defensive spot where they only have to watch those 2 doorways, little open hallways.
And this is the exact spot that we were talking about, how there's a potential for a fast hack, so you really have to move quick.
Yeah. And also they can throw a grenade down there and get that jammer in that corner.
And that's the problem, though, is like you don't have many jammer spots. So that jammer is incredibly exposed.
But even without that, if you can hit them as they're trying to come by and try to get that jammer and rush them as they're retreating, it's a good strategy too. So we'll see how they handle it.
Don't get concussed. They got the jammer.
Yeah, it's open. Let's go.
Oh,
And
wow.
now they're rushing.
Wow. So
And those
this
frag
is
grenades.
exactly what they needed to have happen.
They're going to be watching the stairs there.
So now they definitely have the advantage of defending that laptop.
Well, let's fucking go, boys.
Scrub Squad on the offense.
Send her back stairs here.
End zone downing Jesse.
Nade in.
Side
Karen
downing
going
go.
down.
3 members down of the Scrub Squad. Titch coming up from behind.
Titch going down and getting the last death on their team, and looks like they're not going to win this one.
Finding bullets himself. He is eliminated in Chronic Master Gators. Still in the game,
Wow.
folks.
I was actually very surprised to see that. That was a perfect grenade to get that jammer
Yeah, that was a good call. That was a good call.
to hack it. So they played that perfectly. They couldn't have done it any better.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you really think about the opportunities to get that jammer, they had ample opportunity. But if everybody's running frag grenades, even if they're running impact grenades, if all members are running with those grenades, they have 8 opportunities. You know, to try to
Yeah.
to try to
And all
get
you got to
that
do is
jammer.
get that right angle, which it looked like they had already known exactly how to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
To get
And there's
that
only
spot,
so
'cause
much
they got
protection you can get, because trying to maneuver that jammer location around those pipes is really difficult. And there's, again, like, there's no protection there unless you're able to put like an ammo bag on top of the door frame, which I don't even think is possible because I don't think there is a ledge there.
I've
I mean,
never seen that.
there's no protection for it. So a nicely placed frag grenade with its explosion radius, its area of effect, is going to get that jammer.
Played a bunch already. Strictest map.
Yeah, what a match. It's been definitely back and forth, and you finally think that Scrub Squad had a little advantage with being ahead and
Yep.
wasn't able to get that defensive win. So we'll see how it works out now. See what kind of map they're gonna pick.
They did kind of flip it in their favor, but now it looks like Chronic Master Gators are picking District as their next map for defense, which is notoriously bad for Scrub Squad.
And I think they are very good at District because they're so used to rushing it and going for those long distance shots.
Mm-hmm.
The 6.
So
And there's
it's gonna be a very interesting match.
I believe Hitch is going to be running with CTA, so he's going to have Eagle Eye, which they always use on this map, which is smart because they have plenty of time to use it and get an idea of the position of the enemy team and move in and determine what their strategy is going to be. But again, this is a notoriously bad map for them. Not to say that they won't win, but they, as far as I know, are often nervous going into this. Yeah, it all depends. There are some teams like I remember watching NAC, who then later became Chocolate Starfish. They're very good at breaching. They're very powerful on the attack here on District. I know Chicken Noodle Soup is the same, very good at breaching all the locations here. But then there are many other teams who attack poorly, and they decide to go down pretty typical routes like Sniper Alley, Red Stairs, rather than possibly splitting up or picking a different strategy. If you get that construction site, that is probably one of the hardest ones to push, simply because you got to go up those stairs.
That too, and it seems like a lot of people lately have been going down Grenade Alley, which was like nobody ever went down that way because they knew that you get berated with grenades.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that everybody was so used to not going down that way that they're trying to flip it, and I see a lot of members going down that way now. They're trying to throw people off in Publix.
Nice opportunity here for CMG as they have the parking lot. Instead, are pushing out away from that and taking it to the Scrub Squad.
Looks like they're just trying to throw them off and try to get this win and then tie it up. Goat goes down, Kieran goes down. Pitch trying to revive. He is able to get the revive off. We're able to make it alive. End zone goes down.
And it looks like all of Chronic Master Gators have been eliminated, and this could be the potential victory for Scrub Squad here.
Gotta hit
There
that
is a jammer.
We're 4, they're 5.
They got it, and they won actually the entire matchup.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Scrub Squad moving on to the finals to
Wow.
face off against their primary competition, Rain. What a fight tonight, man.
What a match.
They are
They're so
so
happy.
stoked right now.
So happy. And I do remember Titch saying that if they win this tournament, they're done.
Yeah, they are retiring after this. Wow, what a fight, man.
That was a great match.
Scrub
Great
Squad,
match.
Chronic Gators back and forth all night. And it wasn't until that flip on the attack for the Scrub Squad actually push forward and take it from them that shifted the momentum in their favor and put CMG on edge. And right there on District, a notoriously bad map for them, they come out on top. That's a feel-good moment right there.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like the members of CMG are already out of there.
Yeah, they were done. Well, good game, guys. Bye.
Good game. See you later.
Wow, that was incredible. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a great evening for Firewall, especially here on Amateur Hour Commentary. I love broadcasting matches like these. And fortunately for us, because we are partnered with Pro League and Gaming Synergy, we have the opportunity to bring this to you on a regular basis. So if you are interested in continuing to watch esports type commentary for Firewall, hit that follow button, hit that notification bell, check out all of our socials so you can stay up to date, and also give yourself the opportunity to join the league yourself. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Rap, do you have anything to share?
Nothing else. Like you said, thanks for joining us. It was a great matchup between those two teams, and very excited to see the final between them and Rain.
Yeah,
very curious to see how that's going to go. It looks like they're going to need to do a lot of research into that matchup.
Yeah, man, I don't know when it's going to be scheduled, but guys, we are going to announce it as soon as we know, and that is going to be scheduled probably either this week. I don't think it'll happen this week. I predict it's going to happen next week, but please, please, please join the socials. We are going to notify you as soon as.
And we will be back Friday for Firewall Friday, right? Correct?
Yes, we will. There's going to be an announcement from First Contact Entertainment earlier in the day on their socials, most likely Twitter first, also in their Discord. So if you're already following them there, be on the lookout. There's going to be an announcement. And then we're going to come back for a Firewall Friday where we're going to have Chicken Noodle Soup in Area 51 going up against First Contact Entertainment. Guys, that's going to be, I'm sorry, First Contact, but that's going to be a blowout. They are going to get destroyed on Firewall Friday. So
you're not wrong.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Be sure to follow. This has been Amateur Hour Commentary, and until next time, folks.
Have a great night. We'll see you again.
Hello, all this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do?
No, wait.
Hello. All this energy.